Yo, CTM Sports in the house. Today's episode, John Gruden lawsuit takes another step forward. He said, I'm telling on everybody. That's what's alleged in the lawsuit. He wants it to go to court. The NFL wants it to go to an arbitrator. We're going to talk about all of that. So, is the teapot calling out the black kettles? We already know what he said. He got caught. We're going to talk about that. But now that he got caught, is he calling out everybody else? So,
See, I'm too deep to change. Everybody know my name. I guess I gotta charge it to the game.
is John Gruden going to get charged to the game? Let's talk about that today. This is Mike, and CTM Sports is a small little podcast. It's a regular person talking about sports, things that I see, analyze, or break down from a regular person's perspective. I never played in the NFL, never played pro. I only know what I know and what I see, and process in my brain. And that's pretty much it. So let's get right into it. What does this say from an objective perspective? Objectively, you're not taking sides. But number one, a lot of people liked him as a coach. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of sketchy after the whole what's my dude name? Tony Dungy situation in Tampa Bay. And this comes out, and I'm gonna say allegedly to be safe, but they put out the emails, the league did, and I think he's suing the NFL. He is claiming that they leaked out the email. Okay, no problem. Right? No problem. They leaked out the email. Okay. Still doesn't change the fact that he said those things. Still doesn't change the fact that you would even send that in text to be leaked. Doesn't change the fact. However, he took it to court. I think money's tied up into this. I think he was fired from the Raiders, and I think it was some millions, some M's left on the table. Oof. I think it was like north of 50 to 80 million left on the table or something like that when he got fired, because it was, I guess, in the contract clause, allegedly what they're saying, they had a reason to fire him without paying him the money. We're gonna find out. It's gonna come out. So word on the street is the NFL probably is going to try to appeal it to the Supreme Court, because usually, because they're a private company, they have bylaws and they have things in place. Um, they want it to go to arbitration so they can get it done and resolved quicker than if it went to court. Because if it goes to litigation, things and facts will come out. If it goes to an arbitrary matter, you can do NDAs, silence some things, keep stuff from coming out. So time will tell if they allow it to go to court or do they allow it to go to do an arbitrator. NFL is a very powerful place, though. It's gonna be tough. He definitely is an uphill battle for him to fight. But if he's willing to do it, he got the money to do it. He's been paid a lot from NFL. He got the money. However, from an objective perspective, what do you think about the John Gruden situation? Right? Because I'm from the South. Little Rock, Arkansas. It really don't get no southern than that. And a lot of times for minority men like myself, black men, you have an instinct of these things happening. However, you can't prove it because they're real clever on how they mask it and how they hide it, right? And a lot of guys, that's what causes a lot of the mental anguish because you know that it's happening. But when you ring the alarm, nobody really responds because you don't have, so they say, evidence because it's not on hard evidence. Well, from an objective place, this was hard evidence. He typed it up, looked at it, hit click, hit send it, sent it, and that's what he did. And it sounds like he's saying he was picked or he was targeted. And he has every right to say that, but it still don't stop the fact that you sent the emails though. So you gotta be careful how people try to divert, you know. Hey, I did this, but it was because of this. You know, people do that. I've done it. We all try to do stuff to get out of trouble. That's like a human thing, but it don't change the fact, right? So let's talk about what's some of the things that he did, right? The contents of John Gruden's past emails. All this is alleged. I don't know if it's true or not. This is what they put out. This is what the NFL put out. Said that Roger Goodell should not have pursued then Rams coach Jeff Fisher to draft that word, whatever that word is. I'm not sure. So he's talking about the other community, right? The other players. Referred to Goodell on several occasions as using homophobic and expletives. I'm not gonna read the email because they could be very disturbing, but they are pretty crazy. Some of the stuff he was saying, man. It don't surprise me because he a very animated guy. When you listen to him talk with calling plays and stuff, so I can see him getting caught slipping.
Don't get caught slipping. Don't get caught slipping.
You gotta be careful, man, with your those when you fire off quick thoughts. I'm definitely a proponent of that. I have to guard my mind daily because of that. Fire off quick thoughts. You got to be careful about that. Said denounce the emergence of women as referees. I mean, he went the whole gambit, like racist, bigot, all of it. Exchange photos of women wearing only bikini bottoms. Uh-oh. That's a big company. No, you don't do that. Said Eric Reed, a former NFL player who knelt during the national anthem, should be fired. That was during the Kaepernick situation. So the thing about that was interesting is it actually reinforces some of the things that the NFL was conspiring, allegedly conspiring against Kaepernick. Like I'm sure he's not the only coach that probably even said something, or he's just the one that got caught. And I think that's what he's saying. That's what it sounds like he's saying. I'm not the only one who sent off these kind of emails. Criticize the league for trying to reduce concussions. Use racially sensitive language to describe NFLPA Executive Director DeMaurice Smith. So he went all in, talked about the LGBT community, talked about women, talked about the Kaepernick situation, then talked about the NFLPA DeMaurice Smith, talked about him too. Man, he went all in. Now, what's not gonna get talked about, or nobody's not gonna say nothing, is one of the people he sent it to. Make sure I get his name right before I say it. I'll just say this. He sent it to a person of color, the email that has some of this stuff in it. And the question lies, did that person of color expose this or did he let it ride? I think that answer is going to come out. If it goes to trial, it's going to come out. A lot of times, living in the South, some people align with people because they're trying to preserve their career or whatever they got going on. Happens more times than you think. Whether it's right or wrong, I'm looking at it from an objective place. Whether it's right or wrong, everybody has different reasons why they do things, whether it makes sense to us or not. When you're talking about making millions, you got to ask yourself how much or if you're willing to compromise. Are you able to, what am I trying to say? Are you able to separate
Always business,
business from how you
never
personally feel?
personal.
Some people can do it, some people can't. Some people can say, hey, that's him. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Some people is like, nah, I don't like this. I'm finna sound the alarm. However, does this email change his image? Yes, it does. I think the league is what, 75, 80% black or something like that. Um, why, if you're a player, would you even trust this guy? If he's sending out emails like this, what is the stuff they didn't put out that would have to go through your head? I mean, everybody's professional. Like say, living in the South, when you in a job market or you in a corporate world. Matter of fact, we're gonna talk about that on the Thinking Game podcast tomorrow. Make sure to check that out. Thinking Game podcast on Mondays. Check us out. But you deal with this stuff, and you have to have tough skin. You have to endure it in order to get to where you're trying to go, and not let it affect you. Take a lot of work up here to get to be strong enough to not react and lash out and keep it moving. Some people can do it, some people can't. It's just where you are up here. Where you at point wise? Are you at that point? Because sometimes as minorities, when you in a job place, you can feel or you can discern somebody has a bias or somebody has some kind of racist feel. It's weird. It's like spider senses almost, and you just try your best to be professional, be cordial as you can, but not put yourself in the sights of a person like this because it happens more times than not. It's just most people don't report it because they don't want to lose their job or they don't want to be constantly walking on eggshells every day when they go to work. And like I said, a lot of times in the workplace, for us regular people, you know it, you may have like so much knowledge on it, but you can't prove it because there's no hard evidence. Like this, an email. In the corporate world, you can't just get access to somebody's email like that. You know what I'm saying? So NFL, how they did it, I don't know. That's up to them. That's they when you're on the NFL property doing this stuff, it's probably they probably got in the contract, it's their property too. Who knows? Who knows? But in the corporate world, this stuff happens all the time. Um, People get treated different. This person got hired because of what now? Or they famous words, you're not qualified, or all those little things. But this definitely is gonna change his image, man. He's not gonna be looked at the same. You can kind of tell how he act. He's not gonna be looked at the same. But let me know in the comments, will this affect his image? The next one is, what if the emails were never released? That's the tough part, right? A lot of people out there saying some bogus stuff that's flagrant, but it's never released. People have unctions and suspicions, but the evidence is never released. It's kept under wraps, or they just never put it out there in the public. It's only amongst each other, or they talking cold. You know what I'm saying? And if that email were never released, would people still be rocking with John Gruden? Even the person he sent it to, he was black. Was he rocking with him until he got caught? Because there's a lot of people, I'm telling you, us regular people do it all the time. You see this dude like, man, you rocking with this dude, knowing what he be saying? Wow, okay. Like I don't have to beat him up and just call him out his name, but I'm not fit to rock with him either. It's not gonna happen. And then I'll probably talk about that tomorrow, but I'll just say this. You have to be so confident in yourself and your skill that you can look at a person that's racist in their eyes and perform and do your job so good that they have to call on you to do something. It's one of the most awesome feelings, right? Somebody know they don't like you because of your color or where you're from, a demographic, and they still have to say, you know what, I don't like this dude, but he's the only one qualified to do the job. The ultimate bomb you can drop on somebody when they have to realize that. I've been in those situations a couple of times working in IT. More times than not, I've been the only minority in that position. More times than not, unfortunately. More times than not. And there were times when it was you could feel it, the tension. And then they had to realize he's the only person skilled enough. Now, the thing is, they won't say these things in front of you. You kind of hear this stuff in the streets. Oh, so and so said this about you, so and so said that. And I would always say, I'm so good that they can't let me go. Only way you gonna see me going if I leave on my own. But you got to have that much confidence to realize you're dealing with it. They just covert about it. And a lot of the stuff like this, it won't be released. Is this a hypocritical situation? Absolutely, it is. Sounds like he's saying he's not the only one. It sounds like he's saying if he goes to court, he gonna burn the whole thing down.
Back to life, back to reality.
Guess what, guys? The world is a hypocritical place. There are a lot of people who like to dig up dirt on people, but they don't want the dirt dug up on them. There are a lot of people who quick to point stuff out, but when somebody point them out, oh, wait a minute, it ain't. The world is a hypocritical place. If you got eyes, you can tell that. Double standards, mm, but it don't change the fact that he typed up those emails. He sent them off. The other people do it, I'm sure they did. But he was the one that got caught. He was the one that got exposed. The question is, what did he do in that circle to get exposed or to get put out like that? That's the question. Did the black guy he sent to, because the black guy he sent to played in the NFL too. Dude was an all pro. I'm not gonna say his name, but dude was an all pro. Dude was really pretty much respected. And I'm wondering why he didn't come out and say anything. He been real quiet. He ain't said nothing. I haven't seen nothing. Think about him. Is he hypocritical? Or is he rolling? Was he rolling with him until he got caught? Like I said, it's a lot of people that's aligned with people that could be bogus or questionable. But in order to preserve their job, keep their money flowing, sometimes you have to dance dance with the wolves, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you the reality of how the world is. Sometimes the world is much broader, a little bit more broader than what you think it is. but this stuff happens. It's definitely a hypocritical situation because if they only he did, I don't think he only sent it to the black person. I think he may have sent it to some of the other people too. It's just they didn't put out the other people that he sent it to. In my opinion, this is my opinion. I think he sent it to other people. Allegedly, he sent it to other people. They just kept them out of the loop of who he sent it to. What I honestly think, if this is just speculation, if he can get this to court, I don't even think he care about winning. What I think would be a win for him if he exposed everybody that he talked to in this way and they responded back to him. That would be a win for him to expose the hypocrisy of the NFL. If he could expose the executives of some NFL owners, I think that would be a win for him. I don't even think he care about the money. I think he just care about exposing. You put me out there, I'm putting you out there. You tell on me, I'm telling on you.
It's always business, never personal.
I think he took it personal. I think he was like, Scotty, forget that. This is personal. Let me know in the comments, man, what y'all think. Do you think this is a hypocritical situation? Or do you think he just got caught and he trying to shift the blame to somebody else? I think it's a little bit of both. But I never been in this situation, but I could see that how he could feel if they just put his email out and there was other people, because somebody could have sent something to him first, and he felt comfortable enough to send it back. Email chain, you know what I'm saying? So it happens all the time, even in regular jobs, email chains. And for some reason, he was the one that was picked in that lottery, right? In the racist lottery. Roll the dice. Oh, John Gruden, we picking him. Who knows? We're gonna find out if he get it to court. I think the NFL gonna block it though. They got too much power. The impact of John Gruden coaching again, I have no idea. I don't think he's gonna be hired in the NFL again. If they do, that's gonna be bogus, boy. That's gonna be woo. If they do that. But I think I seen a video. He said he wanted to coach in the SEC. So not only do you talk crazy about black people, you want to go coach was majority black in the SEC. Man, you must be crazy.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
And that's how he feel, right? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. He gonna put him out there, man. He probably gonna have to go to like the Mountain West Conference or something, up there with Utah and all that stuff. He gonna have to go somewhere like that. He's not gonna be able to go to the SEC, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're not coaching the SEC, man. And I don't think you know about the South. Some of them schools in the South, you talking crazy like that, them players will come holler at you, man. They will come holler at you, man. And for the guys who try to say that that's not him, I would say even people that are racist or have something against black people will still deal with the ones who has the talent that's gonna help them win. They're not stupid. They it's a business, right?
It's always business, never personal.
So I would say to those players who think that that's not his true character, try to defend them. You're gonna put yourself in a tough position. I remember Stephen A. Smith the other day was just talking about that. He had to tread very carefully when talking about him, right? Does he deserve a second chance? Everybody deserves a second chance, but that don't mean he probably be coaching the NFL. They don't take the fact that away somebody gonna look at him with a side eye. And I don't know. Did he ever apologize for the emails? I don't know if he ever apologized for them. I don't know. I don't know if I saw one or not. Let me look. Let me look it up real quick while we on here, so I won't put them out there like that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to send out a link to my boy See if you feel like coming in here. I know it's kind of late, but see, I don't know. All right, let me look this up real quick. Did John Gruden apologize for emails? Let me look. I don't know if he even apologized or not. I don't know if he did or not. Let me look. Okay, he said yes. John Gruden publicly apologized for the emails that led to his resignation as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. He addressed the controversy at the Little Rock Touchdown Club in August 2022, saying he was ashamed and offered forgiveness, e- expressing hope for another chance in the NFL. Cool that he apologized, but I just don't think he's gonna be in the NFL unless he do some kind of. They try to make a deal with him, like if you don't say nothing, we'll let you back in. But it may not be as a head coach. He may be an assistant. Well, his ego won't even allow him to be an assistant coach, though. But it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be an uphill climb, man, because it's gonna be hard to come back from it. You get a second chance, but it may not be right away. It may have to be like maybe 5 or 10 years down the road or something after everybody kind of then move past it. But right now, that fire is still hot. He gonna have to kind of lay low, man, and kind of chill. Maybe if he exposed the NFL, if he take it to court, maybe. But he gonna have to really put some names out there though. But it would still won't change the fact that he sent his emails though. You know, cool that he apologized though. I didn't know if he apologized. Now I'm glad I seen that he did. But boy, it's tough, man. It is tough. So how does it look in totality? How does it look? It looks crazy. No matter how he try to frame it, he looked bogus. He definitely looked racist. Um, by the emails that he sent, and he just have to build back his equity over time, man, and do some work, self work, and really work on himself, man. Because a lot of times stuff like this, it just don't come out of nowhere. You just don't do this kind of stuff one time, right? From an objective place. I'm not trying to dump. I'm just trying to give you a perspective. This stuff don't come out just one time, right? It's just the time you got caught, and it happens. However, if he brings out other names, think about the black guy he sent it to. Still, and nobody said nothing. I'm wondering though, did he put this out or did somebody else expose this? Because if he didn't put it out, how did that look? How long has he been sending this to you and you didn't say nothing? Something to think about. From a totality standpoint, it's gonna take him some years to recover, man. Because a lot of people liked him, of color, liked him when he won a championship with the Buccaneers and when he coached the Raiders the first time with Rich Gannon. A lot of people liked him. And an email that probably took him 5, 10 minutes to make destroyed all of that. Like I say, we all make mistakes. And you have to, the consequences that you can't control that come with it. Said Michael, Josanna, thank you for giving me the courage to come out of. Give me the. So you say you're in the closet racist, Michael? That's funny. The courage to come out the closet. That's funny. That's how racist people are, man. Them trolls, man. Yeah, man. Come on out, man. Different areas, you ain't gonna come out the closet in. It's easy to come out the closet in your zone, where everybody's like that. That's easy. But go to the minority area and come out the closet. I guess you won't do that so quick. But I don't really care about the trolls, man. They just expose themselves. My boy Jay Boogie in the house. What's up, man?
Hey, I seen you on. Had to hop on and talk to you
Yeah.
about this John Gruden situation. It's crazy,
So what you think, man? What you think? What you
man.
think, man?
I believe in second chances, but with the racism and stuff, I think that's in you.
Yeah.
You can't just say sorry and change the way you feel about a group of people. You
Mm,
know, if you talk like that or see people in a certain way, you can't change that.
yeah.
He can make up for it in another way besides having $1 million job.
Yeah.
You
He
know
got to
what
do.
I mean?
He definitely got to do some self work, bro. Because like I was telling him before you came on, this stuff happens in the regular workplace all the time. You know what I'm saying? It just can't prove it. You don't get the hard
Yeah,
evidence. You feel it, you know it, you discern it, but you can't prove it. This was actually proven. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
and it
what
was
makes go ahead.
proven in so many emails and in so many different instances. Is this how you really feel about this group of people?
Yeah,
You work with them, you don't treat them bad, but you see them uh, as subhuman.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
Then
and I'm a Raider fan. And I appreciate the work he did. As a head coach, but
I like the work he did because he stole that team from Tony Dungy, man. You know what I'm
I stole
saying?
the team from Tony Dungy and used the Raiders' own playbook against them in the
Boy.
Super Bowl. So you kind of got that cheap. You kind of cheated. Tony Dungy's team and knowing designing the whole Raiders offense
Yeah.
and then coaching against them in the Super Bowl. That was just an unfortunate situation for them. But yeah, I'm sorry I interrupted you. You was finna
No,
say
no,
something?
you're good. Now what I was saying was the black dude that he sent it to. You know what I'm saying? This dude was an all pro, bro.
Yeah,
Did he expose it or did he just kind of roll with it and didn't say nothing? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. Nobody never say how did he get exposed, you know what I'm saying? And I think when he go to if he can get it to go to court, he gonna expose a lot of people, man. It
yeah.
sounds like he
And
mad
see,
because he got exposed. It's like, I'm gonna tell on everybody, like Nino. I'm telling on everybody. It's bigger than me.
yeah,
Oh boy,
boy.
bigger than me.
Yeah.
I'm telling on everybody. It's bigger than me.
I think he should, but it's a bunch of billionaires
Oh yeah,
that
100%.
control those owners to control the game.
Yeah,
Jerry Jones got in one of them Little Rock Nine pictures, but that's not gonna take away his money. You know what I mean? You can't take the Cowboys from him, so we can just ignore it like it didn't happen, like he
yeah.
wasn't there, and like he doesn't believe in that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
But
Like I say, we
that's
from the
you.
South. It don't get no southern than Arkansas. We from the South. We see this kind of stuff all the time. It's just
Yeah,
he got caught. A lot of them don't get caught. They go through their whole career. They float through it. You know what I'm saying? And think
yeah,
about this.
but
Go ahead. Go back.
and
You
it
go ahead.
was so he was so comfortable with it. It was so normalized in that circle in
Yeah.
that community.
Yeah. And then, like I say, the people that was in Little Rock Nine, Central, all that didn't want the school to be integrated. What do you think happened to those people? They went into the work world. They're
That
somebody's manager, they're somebody's supervisor, or they probably own companies that employ people of color. Whether you
yeah,
want to
there
believe it or not, it's just the facts, man.
and beyond that, they're somebody's parents and they're
Yeah.
teaching that stuff. If
Yes.
I'm lazy and I'm a grown person, I have family and they got a job. To go out there, they ain't serving food, they ain't nothing, and stand and protest somebody trying to go to school
Boy, crazy.
on your Monday, on at 8 o'clock Monday. You want to
Uh-huh.
wake up and be a racist. It's on your mind that tough.
Yeah.
That
Crazy.
they time and resources,
Mm-hmm.
risking your job, to go out there and spit on some people trying to go to school. Some high
Right.
school kids. Them some kids.
Right. And
You
boy,
know what I mean?
Gruden hit everybody.
So
And Gruden, he hit everybody. When I looked at him, he hit everybody. He hit the LGBT community,
yeah,
women, everybody. He just went all in. He said, if I'm gonna do it, I'm going all
he,
I'm not
he
three
pushed these
quarter.
folks to the
I'm not
ceiling,
half.
to the
I'm not
ceiling.
three quarter. I'm a full rate. I'm going all in. I'm going all in.
Yeah,
But
and I understand people have a colorful sense of humor. I understand that,
yeah,
but nah, that's just how you see those people.
yeah. It's happened, man. So you gotta be careful out there, man. Everybody make mistakes. I get that part. Everybody make mistakes, but it's gonna be hard for him to coach in the NFL though. It's gonna be hard. And I tell
Yeah,
him before you came on, he said you want to coach in the SEC. You want to go to the South where it's dudes in the SEC. Some of them don't care about their football career. You say something crazy to them, they gonna hem you up. You know what I'm saying?
and that's the thing. When it's how you see those minorities. You
Yeah,
want to go in the SEC where they are a commodity, they're livestock, they're
100%.
something like that. You want to use the resource and manipulate it and coach it, but you don't want to see it as a human.
Yeah.
It's the way you see the people. That's what people have the problem with.
Yep.
People are saying everybody make mistakes. No, it was not a mistake. That's the way he thinks and feels.
Yeah.
That's why it can't be forgiven because it's been a couple of years have passed and he took the quarter appointed classes. No, this is how he thinks and feels.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, the NFL, I think they're gonna try to block it because they want to go to an arbitrator. Because I think their bylaws, if we went to an arbitrator, then Roger Goodell would be the arbitrator or somebody he picked, so it'll be biased. So the court, I think they said it could go to court, but I think the NFL are probably gonna try to appeal it and send it to a Supreme Court to try to bring it back to the NFL so they can try to keep it internal. Because I don't even think he want to win. I just think he just want to just expose people. Because you put me out there, I'm putting you out there. You know what I'm saying? Eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying?
I think he should, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey,
why
tell
not?
on everybody, you know what I mean? Expose these people for who they are.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
under the administration we forgiving everything.
Right.
But it's just crazy, you know.
It's cool
Um,
when they do it. It's a problem when I
yeah,
do it.
Oh man. And then what I was thinking too, man, has dudes that be like saying like he never came off as racist to me. I was trying to tell people that when you in the NFL, man, and you're a commodity, your talent is of course he not gonna say nothing crazy to you because you the talent. Like you think dude gonna talk crazy to Warren Sapp? Warren Sapp was what 6'6", 280 in the NFL? Something like that.
yeah,
He played. You think he gonna say something to Warren Sapp? Of course not. He ain't gonna say nothing to Warren Sapp. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because
And
Warren
you
Sapp
don't,
put them hands on him so quick. I mean,
yeah.
of course
And
he
you
gonna be nice to you.
don't, and you don't talk crazy to the pig you're about to slaughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a resource. Use it up. You
He
know,
didn't even do nothing to Keyshawn. And Keyshawn big too. People
yeah,
people sleep on Keyshawn. Keyshawn about 6'6", probably about 230. Really bigger than that, probably about
yeah.
240. Easy, you know what I'm saying? And when
But
Keyshawn came at him on the sideline, he kind of just looked at him, but he was like, yeah, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna say nothing
but
to him.
everybody tough behind the keyboard. You know what I
Oh
mean?
man, everybody, yeah.
Uh, I like to see those emails or text messages or conversations he had about them, Keyshawn One Sapp, behind their back.
Oh
So,
yeah. I want to see that. I've never heard the dude that he sent it to. Let me see who he sent it to. I don't know. Let me see. I Let me make sure I
and
get
he
the name.
might not be talking about them because they're big name players that produce. But what about the little guy that's not producing? The
Yeah.
busted draft pick. They still a person, and you can't talk to them like they're just a resource.
Trying to see who he sent it to, man, because I don't want to get the name wrong. Because I know you don't hear dude even talking about it. I was like, dude, been quiet in the mud. Hold on, let me see. Let me read through it. Because that's what make it even sad. If you send it to a black dude and he just kind of roll with it. Oh,
But if you not gonna stand up for it, you still cost you your job. You know what I mean? And this
yeah.
organization and next, ruin your whole career, you want to blacklist yourself.
Bruce Allen, that was his name. Washington President Bruce Allen. Did Bruce Allen play in the league? I think he did. Oh, let me see. Bruce Allen. Oh, wait a minute. Bruce Allen wasn't black. That even make it even different. That's funny. I thought they was talking about the NFL player, but no, Bruce Allen was the vice president, and he was white as snow, buddy. Orange as an orange. Um,
And it's bad. Like what I felt like I had to do with the fit in with the culture. You're associated with people who
and this was under
talk about
Snyder.
other races like
Yeah,
that.
and this was under Dan Snyder. You know how dude was. This was under Dan Snyder, man. He's talking about he didn't want to change the name of the Redskins. They had to pretty much force him to change
Yeah.
the Redskins. It's pretty crazy, man. But yeah, guys, pretty get ready to sign up. Be sure to catch us tomorrow on the Thinking Game podcast, man. Right around 6:37, something like that. Let's see. But be sure to check us out, man. We had to come talk about this John Gruden situation, man. We'll, as it develops, man, we'll definitely come back and talk about it some more. But let us know in the comments. Do you think John Gruden has damaged himself, or do you think he can come back from it? But
Yeah.
anything you want to
Because
say before we
Stephen A
close out?
said he deserves a second chance. But
Boy,
he can stand
slang
up for
who?
John Gruden, but he can't
Slang
stand
who?
up for
Oh,
Shannon Sharp. So
yeah. He just stand up for shit.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Oh man. But man, Shannon Sharp, man, dude crazy, man. Man, that's a lot of money, man. Whew.
yeah, and
To
that's
be
even like the legend money. What's it? Receiver as Travis Hunter lose with his wife. Man, that's crazy. So
yeah, I still don't know why he didn't do a prenup, man. I to this day I don't know why. What was he thinking? It's just too much information and data out there to not do a prenup now. You just hard headed if you do. Just being hard headed. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Is it true or is it just people just making this
no,
stuff up?
no, I don't know if it's true or not. The
Okay.
webback always something to say because it's click worthy, and they want people talking about it. So I don't know. I ain't gonna really speak on it until it's confirmed. But that's silly. The whole situation is silly.
Yeah. I mean, how do you
Yeah.
really know if a woman has good intentions or not?
You don't. And when you get
Yeah,
millions, she's got a lot of motivation. You don't know stuff. You don't know stuff about your own kids.
yeah,
So you gotta protect yourself, take care of them, but don't. You ain't getting the whole 40 million. You know what I mean? You get 5, 10.
yeah,
You know, but not 40.
yeah.
So
Boy,
um, if
yeah, that's
somebody says they love you and they want to marry you, and you say, "Hey, I can offer you $10 million in case of divorce," no, I don't want that. I don't think that's right. And yeah, that
yeah,
10 million and then the scoff it, and you looking at it like it's nothing because you want the whole thing.
man,
Uh,
100%. Yeah,
and that's just the world we live in.
yeah. It's tough, man. I mean, man, I can't imagine being like famous and you don't have somebody already that you with trying to find somebody when you're famous and they know you got money. Everything's public. It's tough, man. I don't know how, man. I can't even compute how to even do that.
And I
But
think that's the thing. He thought he found the one. I met her before I get rich. You
it's too
know.
many red flags, though, man. It was popping up while it was in Colorado, man. You know what I'm saying? Too many
Mhm.
red flags, man. But when you go to the Magic show, she did the David Blaine. He wasn't the one that walked away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
Can I see that one more time? Can I just see this one more time?
and I say that like before you get married, see how a person treats you. And I didn't like how she was kind of her facial expression and how you treat them. You know,
Yeah.
I ain't begging nobody for time, attention, affection, and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but I wish the best for that young man and that young woman too.
Oh,
Until we
100%.
find out what's true.
Yeah. But all right, guys, we get ready to sign out this thing. Be sure to check in the podcast tomorrow as we talk about John Gruden today.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
For to sign out this thing. Catch you on the next one.